Hey BookTube, it's Jackie. How's it going? If you're new to me and it's the first time you're seeing my face, hello, what's up? My name's Jackie. I sit on my floor and I talk about books. So I hope that's why you're here, because that's what's going to be happening today. If you're not new to me, thank you for always tuning in and continued support. I really do appreciate it. So today for you, I have my first TBR of 2024. Yes, as you can see from the Day Salad video, it is my January TBR. We are back at it again. New year, new books, new TBRs, new challenges, all that shit. So without further ado, let's just get started, because there's no point in dwelling in the past. That was yesterday. Let's just move forward. Grab yourself a drink, have yourself a seat, and let's get talking some books. Okay, so January. Holy crap. January. I can't believe it's already January 2024. That's insane, guys. That's insane. My daughter's almost halfway done with freshman year. Oh my God, that's insane. How do I almost have a sophomore in high school? Wow. Okay, but let's get down to the books. So I do have two carryovers from December that I was in the process of reading, actively reading in the last week of December, and I have not finished them, so they are being carried over. So we're gonna go through those first, and that is Game of Gods by Scarlett St. Clair. I am plowing my way through this because the next installment comes out in March, and if you saw my my most anticipated release video, which I'll link up here in the corner, if you have not gone check it out, you can go check it out. I go into in-depth of why I'm waiting for this book and how long I've waited and blah, 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 blah. But yes, I need to get this out of the way because it comes out March 12th, and I'm already halfway through. I'm loving it. Hades is a fucking god. I mean, he's literally a god, but I still love him as much as I normally do. So it's fantastic. But yeah, very, very excited to finish this, knock this one on my belt. And, but this is one of two carryovers. The other carryover I have is Devastate by Pam Godwin. This is the fourth installment to the Deliver series. I did read Disclaim over 2023. You didn't see me post about it, but I did read it and I had a good time with it. So I continue on with the series, and I'm listening to this on an audiobook. I'm having a grand time with it. However, the female narrator, there's not the biggest fan of her performance so far. I'm only about 25% of the way through, but I am currently actively working on this audiobook, and I'm having a good time with it. It is Tate's story, and Tate was one of the captors prior to Josh, who we meet and Deliver. We do get to see Josh and Liv again, and we also run into Van, and Van has a more active role in this one than he did in the other ones. So I'm really excited to see more of Van, because I'm still a Van fan, still my heart right here, still love him. So I get to see him in another realm, and so far I'm liking what I see and what I'm hearing. So fingers crossed that this is a little bit more of a punch than Disclaim. I was not the biggest fan of Disclaim. It was still good, but it just, the first two, nothing has topped those first two yet. But I feel like this one might, just because we have Van in it, and you can't go wrong with Van. You just can't. He's too cool of a character. He's too fucking badass of a dude. So I'm super excited to be continuing on with these two books from the previous year. So these two I can hold on to, but we are going to plow through and start looking at the new stuff for 2024. So we're done with the carryovers. Let's move on. So for starters, I'm just going to get it out of the way. I did post a poll on my 12 and 24 video. Again, it was linked up here in the corner. It's in the down box below. That I posted a poll after that went up of what book to read in January 2024 as my first book to try to get off that list, as this is one of my challenges this year, is to read these at least 12 books in 24. And there was actually quite a battle. There was a battle. Let me give you the choices that were actually up for nomination for this. We had, I just lost it. Ha ha ha. Joke's on me. So the three choices I put up in my community tab were House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas, Haunting Adeline, and A Court of Silver Flames. Haunting Adeline is by H.D. Carlton. Carlton? Yeah, Carlton. And Court of Silver Flames is by Sarah J. Maas as well. And with 50% of the votes, the winner is House of Breath and Sky, which I thank you guys, or House of Sky and Breath. I thank you guys because this guy, third installment, comes out January 30th. And it's also on my most anticipated reads of 2024 list, which I will link that video in the corner and the down box below for you guys as well. So this is the first book on the January TBR. Is it the first book I'm going to read in January? Brand new book? No. No. That spot is reserved for another book, and I'll let you know which one it is. But yes, this is on the list. We're going to read it, and there will be a vlog with this one as that was requested of me. So first January book, House of Sky and Breath. Second installment of the Crest City series. Third installment comes at the end of the month. Holy shit. Gotta get on it. Yes, and so keep your eyes open for the vlog that will be coming with this. So, yay. All right. The next book that is on this list, and this is because I am taking part in the Great Outlander read-along hosted by Jen over the Jen at the Book Refuge, and I'll link her down below so you can go check this video out. She's doing a big Outlander read-along, and we are rereading the entire series and then doing live shows after each book. The live show for this one is actually going to be in February, so we have time for it, but I will be starting this out with Outlander. So I will be rereading my favorite book again in January. I'm excited. I love this book. Everybody knows I love this book. This is one of my favorite books of all time. I'm ready to do this. And the cool thing is the first time I read this book, I didn't have bookish friends to talk about it with. And now I'm going to have so many friends that I can just gush about my favorite book with that are reading it along with me. So this experience is going to be tenfold, probably one of my best experiences rereading this series. And so I'm super, super stoked to be part of this. I'm so happy. And I will be vlogging my entire rereading experience of this series. So you will see another vlog on this one before the live show goes up. It might not go up in January, but it will be up before the live show goes up, so you guys can see that. So there you go. You got 2 vlogs coming on 2 big ass books. January starting off strong. The next book that is on my list is my Black Hat Book Coven book of the month, and I was actually allowed to pick this book. And if you're not familiar with the Black Hat Book Coven, that is a online book club that I am a part of here on YouTube with 3 other lovely ladies. I will link all their channels down in the down box below, along with the announcement video for the first 4 months of this. But basically all we do is we read witchy style books. That is the only main requirement for the books that we read, is they have to be witchy. And I got to pick Becky, who originated this group, Becky over Beck X Reads. She gave me the honor of picking the first book. So I chose The Witch and the Tsar by Olesa Slinikova Gilmore. Pretty sure I just butchered that whole fucking name. I apologize. But this is our Black Hat Book Coven book of the month. This is following the Baba Yaga, and I believe Ivan the Terrible, I think. I'm not 100% sure on who the emperor was, but is it a Baba Yaga retelling? I know that story a little bit. I'm not 100% familiar with it, but I do have some knowledge of it, so I'm excited to dive into this. And since it was my pick, I feel very, very proud of this. I feel like this is a good winter book. It meets the challenge of reading a witchy book, and it's kind of historical fiction all at the same time. So I feel like this is a really good pick to start off the new year with me, just having 3 things in there that I love. And we will be doing a reading sprint on January 14th over at Becky's channel, along with the live show, which will be on my channel on January 27th. So here is the graphic for the live show. The reading sprint, if I have the reading sprint graphic, I'll put it up, but if I don't, this is at least the live show, and the reading sprint is January 14th. I'm not for sure of the time, so I will keep you guys posted. But this is on the list to read, so I'm excited. I bought this book last year and been waiting for the right time to read it, and I think this is the right time, so yay. The next book I have is because I did not get to this at the end of the year, and I need to because I am reviewing this, so this will be getting a full book review, and this is the first book that I will be reading after I finish my carryovers. This is dedicated to be the first book I read in 2024, first brand new book, because I started this series at the beginning of last year, and it opened up a world to me, a world of new people, artistic, creative people who I just absolutely adore, who they are damn near family to me, even though I've never met them. And so I am giving the honorary spot of the first new book in 2024 to Christina Marziatis's Ghost. This is the third installment to the Love Letting series. This is Marshall fucking Tillman. That's who he is. He's mine. This is the third book. It was released on my 3rd anniversary, and he's one of my favorite characters. So it's fate that he's mine. But I am going to be dedicating the first new read spot in January to this book, and they will be getting a full book review. So Christina, you will be seeing my review of this very, very soon. I love you. Thank you for being always your patience with me. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, it's coming. It's happening, and I'm going to break into it, and I'm nervous but excited all at the same time. Because I don't know when book 4 is going to come out, so I don't know how long I have to wait without one of these sitting waiting to read. So that's another fear that I have, but we're going to face it head on this year. Face it head on, but yep, it's on the list. And some other books I'm going to try to get to this month. A lot of big guys. You're probably thinking, like, Jackie, I thought you were going to be nice to yourself and, not over the top. These next guys are super short, so don't feel bad for me. I think I can handle this. I think I can. I say that about everything, but I think I can. So the first book is Lori Wick's Whisper of the Moonlight. This is the second installment to the Rocky Mountain Memory series. Lori Wick is a Christian historical fiction author, and I read the first book, Where the Wild Rose Blooms. It's one of my favorite books 2 years ago, and I want to continue with the series, and I did not get to continue with the series last year, so I'm going to come back. And this story follows Travis, who we meet briefly in the first one. This is kind of, I believe, his backstory prior to the first book, and kind of how he ends up to where he is, I believe. So I'm excited. Let's continue on to it. Something sweet, something easy, something soft, because I feel like none of these previous reads are soft. So I need some soft pillows to land on a little bit. It is still winter, new beginnings, new things. So let's give it a shot. And the other two books are very, very short. I'm going to try to get to Alex E. Hero's A Spindle Splintered. This is a Beauty and the Beast, or not Beauty and the Beast, a Sleeping Beauty retelling. It's also extremely short, so I'm trying to be nice to myself. This is the part of the Fractured Mirror series. I want to say it's the Fractured Mirror series. I could be wrong. Don't hold me to that. But this is the first one, and I do have the second one, and the second one is also this short. But I really like Alex E. Hero's writing. I'm a big fan of her writing. I read her Once and Future Witches, and I really enjoyed it. So I like to see her take on fairy tale retellings, and I love a good fairy tale retelling. It's hard to say no to a fairy tale retelling. It is. It's a very difficult concept for me. And the next book, I bought this last year, and I thought it was very intriguing by the looks of it, but just recently, actually, I remember that I even had this book. And I was watching The Black Swan, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen The Black Swan, but it's a fantastic movie. It's one of my favorites. I love it. It's such a mind fuck. It's brilliantly filmed. Fantastic. And when I was watching it, I remembered that I had this book. So I was kind of in that ballet sort of vibe. So I picked this one up to read in January. This is Nocturne by Alyssa Weiss. And of course you have, the ballerina. And then you have this little figure in here, which kind of reminds me like Beauty and the Beast. So like a Beauty and the Beast meets ballet. dark thing. Not quite sure. I don't really know anything what this book's about. I remember being a cover by, but I felt it kind of gave me the Black Swan vibes, mostly because of ballerina. Let's just be honest about that. So yeah, it's also really short. So I feel like it's safe to put this on. I mean, it doesn't even break 250 pages. Yeah, it's 232 pages. So I think I'll be okay, especially with all these big, heavy books, for sure, with that one. So that is what my TBR looks like. Let me see if I can do this little flip thing. Okay, woo, look at that. Haha. So this is what it's currently looking like, and we're going to add one more book because it's not Jackie's TBR unless it's a little over the top, but I would like to pull my viewer recommendation book. So I still have a lot of the recommendations from last year. I got a few new ones since, so they have been put in here, so they have been updated. So we're going to pick. Let's see. Which one I'm going to get. All right. There we go. Ah! To Bleed a Crystal Bloom by Sarah Parker. Looks like this. I do not have my current paperwork about it, but I do know that this was the very first recommendation that I ever got. I'm fully aware of that one because I remember when I printed it off, I thought it was really funny that the very first recommendation I already got, I already had on my Kindle. So that's actually awesome. I don't have the paperwork of who recommended it right now readily available, so I'll put all that information, who recommended it to me, in the down box below and let them know. But thank you for this recommendation, and I look forward to it because I already wanted to read this book. It was in my Kindle library, and I just thought that was really funny. Remember when I got that? So yeah, that's fantastic. All right, so that is my TBR, guys, for January. Wish me luck. We've got this. I've got this. We can do this. We can do this. It might look a little bit massive, but again, I'm almost done with this book. I'm almost done with it. And my audiobook, I'm almost done with as well. Well, not really almost done with, but I'll be working on it for a while. But yeah, there we go. That's what it looks like, guys. That's what it looks like. We'll put this back up here just for posterity. And then, of course, my Kindle book, the name just slips my mind again. To Bleed a Crystal Bloom by Sarah Parker. It looks like this. So that's my January TBR. Wish me luck, guys, and I will see you guys all soon with another video.